Once again, this is Word on the Street from San Ross. Got my man Greg B back here with me.
Yep.
Yo, so the day topic, man, we're gonna talk about the voting, man. You know, couple years ago, man, this voting thing was going on. Young blacks, African American kids, Generation X, Z, and the millennials, we got to get out and start voting in the city. We got to get these people out of the way that's not doing anything for our community, man. And it's just sad that the older people is still outvoting us.
Right.
It's too many of us.
Exactly.
They can't outvote us.
Exactly.
If we get registered and start sending your ballots in through the mail and everything, man, we got to do this, man. What inspired me when you got young African Americans sitting on the city council, and that's it's an example for the rest of us young people to get out. If he can do it, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? But the voting, man, is terrible. I helped the guy out there vote, my man. TP. We fought like hell. We fought like hell, man. I swear.
Like hell, what you mean? What happened?
We fought like hell to try to get him in there. Our own people.
No.
Our own people, bro.
No.
They use all tactics, all type of stuff. They threw him in the newspaper for that. They say he did that. They say he did this. But the older people look for their savior, Mr. AK, the one that's the old 47,000.
Well, see, we already know that a lot of the old people are already programmed in how they vote into it.
Mm-hmm.
They already, set. They got their mindset. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and on top of them shenanigans, you got to look at your man AK's platform, which he has zero. Platform. His platform is race, white man. And then when you look at his ward that put him in office, none's going in. This is what's going in your ward. Zero. They just voted on a grant for $590,000 to do the downtown area. They ain't even give y'all $30,000. Y'all got abandoned houses everywhere. It looks like a third world country. But before we continue, we must address the elephant in the room. My man, ROC. What is going on with the belt, baby?
Well, I'm the people champion. You know that.
The champ is here.
You already know. I'm wearing this belt because the cemetery.
Right.
I went out there, being the streets, being at the city council, going back and forth, telling them every single 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
About our ancestors.
Right.
So I went to TP, my main man.
Right.
Said we got to do something about it. He said, you know what, I did say this. Even though I lost, we're going to continue to do things in the community. And he said, let's go ahead and make this happen. So we got some great people with us, blacks, that was like snipers, still working with us, whites and everything. And we went out there and did the work.
All right, so let me understand. This was basically, you organized people to go out and go to the graveyard where they had the ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all went out and y'all took care of it, cleaned it up, try to preserve it a little bit. So, for the people, because they don't have nobody. Most of them people, they probably don't have any relatives, and they dead and gone, and they need for people to come out and support y'all with cleaning up. And I also heard one council person came out there, but they didn't participate. They just did a guest appearance and then they left.
Yes.
Then I heard somebody, a radio personality or whatever, alleged, came out, guest appearance, and then they bounced.
Yes.
So my thing is, why come out for photo ops like fake President Donald Trump did when he had the Bible upside down and he had the cops spray and tear gas the protesters who wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Why come out for a photo op? If you're not coming out to work, why are you out there?
And that's a great discussion, a great topic. What you're talking about. Some people, they have to see more people out there to do something for them to start doing something. I guess.
Oh, they
I
need
guess.
crowd.
I guess.
Right.
And see, maybe they want to see more of their people
Right.
for them to participate. But I don't know. You know, I don't know. But the thing of it, they came out. But I can tell you who did come out.
Who didn't come out, fam?
Andre Knight.
Oh, not AK.
Mr. Blackwell.
Not Mr. Blackwell.
They the only two city councils didn't come out. Because I showed them up. A boy from Armstrong Project on Edgecombe County. A boy on the other side of the project for Nash County side.
Ooh.
But at the end of the day, baby,
End of the day.
I am. I am who I say I am.
You see the belt, don't you?
We are 2-0. The 1-0 is the cemetery. I got you to do something about it, baby.
Ooh.
To a poor little black kids. Number 2, I talked about the mammogram. And get what? UNC working with you. I'm 2-0. And I ain't got no political status. None. Because I'm bringing that fire. If you can't hit my fastballs, you better bag up and get out of the way.
But see, that's what happens when you've been in office all them years and you have done zero for the black community, period. You sit on the OIC, you sit on the NAACP, you can't get nothing done, you in the city council, and every single thing you're doing is to benefit everybody other than the people who put you in office. It makes no sense. And yeah, my man got the belt, he the people's champ. You know what I mean? He doing his thing, as opposed to some people who've been elected in office 18 years and putting zero in your community, giving nothing back, and you sitting there and you voting for this cat. I'm just saying, I'm new on the scene. I've been here since 2017 again. And everything I've been seeing is negative coming from them cats. Your man AK turned around and had a vote because one of the council people decided, I think his name, Lindridge.
Lars
Dortch. That councilman wanted to have an audit on the grant money that they fought so hard and voted for with the majority. He wanted the grant money, and he also wanted to audit the city contracts. From what I understood, my man AK-47, he got so animated, he got frustrated, got angry, had so much to say, that he rounded up the 4 pastors, and they decided, with the majority vote, to not have an audit. People, we need to find out who's getting these grants. We need to also find out why they are not coming on the Edgecombe side of Rocky Mountain. Why aren't they using that grant money to fix up these homes? Why aren't they using that grant money to do anything in the black community? AK, Andre Knight is the biggest pimp in Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. He is the man. He's doing nothing but got you thinking it's the white man. It can't be the white man, right?
It can't. You know what it is?
What is it?
They don't care.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't care.
That's it.
They do everything off of them. You got to come to their table to eat. They ain't coming to your table. They too good to come to your table. Right. Mr. Knight do not have a platform, people. You tell him 5 things what you should do in the black community. He gonna tell you 5 reasons why the white man's stopping him.
But the black man holds the majority. This is a city that is 62% black. I don't get it. And if y'all got the majority, they control the purse strings. They control what gets built here, where it gets built. And if they're not building nothing on the Edgecombe side of Rocky Mountain, something just ain't right, people.
No, what it is, to the old people, it's fool's talk. As they say, it's fool's talk. No, it's real talk coming from me.
Exactly.
It's real talk. Because you cannot allow a man to bring a bank over here, Southern Bank, wherever the bank is, that a black man go in there try to get a loan, and they told him his property is not worth what he thinking, they wouldn't give him a loan.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
On the Edgecombe side.
And the Edgecombe side, the bank that Mr. Knight brought over here. Then I goes down there last week.
He bought y'all a bank.
No, he ain't buy us no bank. No. Yo, Boule. That's the upper class. Look down on you talking about, those people need to get themselves together. They look down on you like that. Those people. But at the end of the day,
right.
the only thing came on 7 months ago, people, a kidney center.
Anything.
So yeah, we gonna die on here because there's a lot of people who drinking 7-Ups, Pepsis, and Sunkiss and everything. They brought that on the black community. Then they brought a blood bank. They know every black person gonna have their arm about getting plasma or get $50.
That's crazy.
That's the only thing they can afford to bring over here.
So they rather put something over here for you to get plasma and draw your blood than give you a job where you ain't losing nothing. You just working every day, making a little bit of sweat.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know what to say, brother. But all I want the young kids, the young African American, the middle-aged African American, anybody that's under 50 or 55, put it like that. We know that this stuff is not morally right, what's going on Edgecombe County side. And you got to understand, I talked to some realty guys that own property in Edgecombe County, but they sold all their property. This is what they said. If I buy a house in Edgecombe County for $75,000, if I buy one in Nash County for $75,000, the tax up here is like 68 something, and over here in Nash County is like 20 something. Wow. So basically, why would I want to stay in Edgecombe County? The tax bracket is high over here. So that's why you have a lot of blacks. A lot of blacks live in Nash County right now. You best believe this because they're getting out of over here the Edgecombe County side, man. Because nothing here. You can't fall. We had the fair here, and it's gone. It's gone.
Why isn't there a fair here? That's what I want to know. Why isn't there a fair here? Why isn't there a Rocky Mountain Fair? Why isn't there a carnival? Something for people to do, period. But why isn't there once a year they have like a big carnival or festival for people to have? Why should I have to go to Nashville to their little joint or have to go all the way to Raleigh to the state fair? If you're stealing that much money, give something back.
Man, them guys is depending on the Rama Festival. They got the whole corporation, they got the whole market locked down. They got their own people on board everywhere. They generate that money through all these organizations.
But I got something, man. I got something right here.
Yeah.
A lot of people in Rocky Mount, including myself, they are complaining about these high utility bills.
High as hell.
That the city council don't pay.
High as
hell. Now, my homie, he got an apartment. He's paying $450
a month. We met that man downtown.
Right,
go ahead. Yeah, young kid.
He got a 1-bedroom apartment. He's here by himself. He worked 2 jobs. Boy ain't never home. How about he pays $450 a month for rent, but his utility bill is $300?
Woo!
It's $150 less than his rent.
Woo!
People, if you are paying that much money for utility, you should be mad as hell. Anytime you pay rent or mortgage and your utility bill is the second highest bill you have, it's a problem. Anytime your utility bill was almost as much as your mortgage and your rent, and this been going on since I've been here. So y'all have been here longer than me. I know y'all feeling the heat. It's time to get these dudes up out of there. All 4 of them. They need to bounce. Get them up out of there. When them elections roll around, they should kick rocks. They got to go.
And look at this, people. Over there, you know, I helped the mayor get in the office. I supported him, and I still support him. And I don't care. I wouldn't go back on that. You know, we had conversations, man, the mayor pay almost $1,500 a month. So 10 months is $1,500. Almost 15 light bill.
Wow. You telling me the mayor pay his light bill, but we got a city council.
Don't pay him. Don't pay him.
Come on, man.
You know what he say?
What is that?
That's reparation. Hey, but guess what? If he get reparation, I need to go a whole year too. I want some reparations. I need me some too.
Anytime I got to pay my joint and it's $600, yes. I'm sitting here looking like, damn. But do I pay this? Do I pay that? And I got to pay taxes on my vehicle.
Sure.
register my vehicle, and then I got the light bill. That joint $600. We looking at a stack before I can even look at me.
But you're not a boule Negro, so it don't
Yeah,
make a difference.
yeah.
You're
I
not
gotta pay
sitting.
mine.
You're not in that category.
But I don't like candles.
Huh? All I know.
If I'm not sitting in the room with my woman, I'm not burning no candles.
But
But if I don't pay these utility bills and I miss 2 months, oh, I'm knocking the dust off. I ain't got no choice. Because they going to cut me off. Like, they ain't going to do that to Andre, though.
No, they ain't gonna do that. He's pimping the game. He
Man.
got 13 bills. Listen, people, he got 13 bills. Ain't paid his light bill for $47,000. He got all the power, all the bills. Got lights down the only now.
Yeah.
He basically said, "What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
That's it. I said it.
Black or white? What you gonna do about it?
He's the
I am
biggest
Andre
pimp.
Knight."
The biggest pimp in Rocky Mountain.
And here goes some people talking about my main man that we beefing a little bit, Mr. Nehemiah Smith. He went in the city council
Right.
and said, we need to forget about that.
Nah.
We need to forget about what's going on, the audit. They wrote it off and everything. That's what he said. Hold up, man.
Nah.
Hold on. What about that 70 and 80-year-old lady stay home in a wooden house, still sitting in a shotgun house? No, her stuff ain't insulated. She paying $300.
Nah.
And she is barely making it.
She an older lady.
Older
house.
And you talking about forget about it because he's black?
Nah.
Man, I don't know where y'all people smoking.
Nah.
You're smoking crack or something.
Nah.
I ain't going out like
that,
bro. I can't do that.
I can't
If
see
he
that.
pay his, if he don't pay his, we don't need to pay ours.
See, that's a poor example when your mayor is paying his utility bills.
And
You got a city councilman, the biggest pimp in Rocky
Your mouth.
Mountain. He don't pay his bills because you pay him for him and I pay him for him.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get dude out of there. We gotta get him out of there. Cause dude, he got money. He got plenty shenanigans with him, and he got to go.
Man, all I said, man, they talk about red lining and black lining and white lining. I don't know what's up with this red line, black line. I don't know what's going on. Rooftops and all that.
What exactly is red line? What is that about?
Well, basically, what I'm trying to understand is they red line when they talking about the crime and what's going on in the community, the people, the education, how much crime is going on, and how many accidents. It's just a lot
So
of stuff.
basically, it's a graph
A graph.
of stuff that's going on in different communities and around the city.
Yeah.
Now, my other thing is I cannot let them slide or get it passed on this vacation that they getting on the city taxpayer dollar. When WRAL jumped them with the question about going up in the mountains on a resort vacation that we're paying for, which they got caught again with they handing that same cookie jar, the taxpayer pocket. When they got caught, at first, they sent the WRAL straight to Toonie.
Mm-hmm.
When they sent it to her, she had no comment right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So then she came back with the lamest, corniest joint, talking about they're going up there to compare the housing situation with Rocky Mount's housing situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's familiar to them. Listen, man, all of that is crazy. You don't have to have a junior high school diploma to know that they blowing smoke up your butt. You got caught with your hand in a cookie jar. Nobody's buying it. You're spending our money like it is your money, and y'all doing what y'all want to do. And as long as we got them jokers in office, it's going to be the same thing. And my thing is, they didn't just start doing this.
They've been doing
They just didn't start doing this. This has been
it.
going on. How long AK been in office?
Yeah, for about 18 years.
What about your man, Ruben?
He been almost 25 or 26.
That's crazy. You got Knight. Knight is the pimp, and I guess Ruben is his stick man.
Yeah, wow.
That's crazy. They raping this city, man. It don't make no sense.
And people talking about, oh, and Ruben went out there on the radio station the other day.
Right.
And say, I'm always doing something. I'm in the streets. I can't. Yeah, I don't see him nowhere. Now he might be in the office. Gangsta B might be in the office doing his thing.
With the
But
toothpick?
yeah, with a toothpick, boy, God knows. But the thing with Gangsta B,
Gangsta B.
He lied on me, people.
Huh?
He lied on me,
What
man,
you
and
mean?
I can't let him get away with it. He said when the first time he met me, and he met me in Armstrong Projects, and I tried to fight him.
I had to fight him.
No, I'm gonna tell you the story.
You didn't fight?
No,
Yo,
no,
how
no,
do you
no,
try?
no,
You
no.
don't strike me as the brother that's
We're
gonna
gonna try.
try.
I'm gonna beat you.
So,
I'm gonna do something to you did that.
so I don't get it. So how that
But
happened? How it go down?
what it was, Andre, I think it was Andre. He was running in 2012
Right.
when Obama was running, and Ruben was passing out flyers trying to get people in my community that I'm born and raised for to vote for Andre Knight. That's the only time you see these jokers when it's time election time they come out.
That's normal.
And
That's
and
normal.
and he said, "Hey, can you help me pass this out with Andre Knight in the community?" I said, "Man, I'm not messing with that cat." He talking about, "Why not?" I said, "Man, he's down here taking everything.
Right.
He's this, he's
Right.
that. I don't mess with that cat." He
Right.
said, "You don't know what Andre done. Blah, blah." You know what he done. But I tell you what, I ain't taking no flyer pass. He gave me a flyer deal just like they ripped it up.
Mm.
And so he went on and told those people on that radio station that he's a lying black pastor lie.
Oh
He's
no.
he's a liar, man.
Don't say such a thing.
I don't care about
No,
none of
no,
that.
don't say that.
These pastors need to be held accountable for what they doing to the people of Rocky Mount. They raping us, man. You sit there and go give your money to the pastor. He passed that collection plate around there 3 or 4 times, and when it's time you need your light bill back, he ain't got no money for you. He ain't got no money for you.
Well, that's
But they
different.
lied, man. Nah,
my
bro.
pastor don't flow like that. But you know, you should know something's wrong when you elect these people to office, and I don't know why. Because if you see that this guy's still a so-called pastor, you think he's going to go win and he's going to do what he's supposed to do the right way. But if these dudes been in office all these years and they showing you that their pastor thing means absolutely nothing to them, at the end of the day, you got to look at a pastor that's supposed to be ordained by God.
That's right.
He ordained you to be a pastor.
That's right.
Because that city council thing ain't working out for you.
That's
You
right.
cannot, he's still a man at the end of the day. And if you leave that money out there and think he ain't going to put some of that in his pocket, April Fools.
Man, listen, man. I don't want to be baptized by now one of them 4 up there. And you know what? They got to understand that, man. I just don't trust them. If I don't trust you in the street with the taxpayer money, how can I trust you going in your church?
Exactly.
I can't trust you. These people, some of these people are brainwashed because they love them.
So Andre got a church somewhere?
Yeah, on Osborne Street, it looked like a chicken house, smokehouse. That's what it looked like. Looked like a smokehouse. He looked like he needed, matter of fact, he needed to take some of that grant money because the back of it is falling down. Stuff is falling.
No, it's a bad
Man, the church by the event center looked better than the church over there on Osborne Street.
But he's not using the one at the event center.
He ain't using one on Osborne Street either.
Oh, come on, dog. You mean it's a bad dominion?
Man, he's pimping the game.
Pastor AK?
AK-47.
So my thing is this, right? You live in Edgecombe, right?
Yes. No, I live in Nash County, but I'm born and raised over here. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. This your hood. Now my thing is this. You be here all the time, and you run with people who live here and be here too.
Gangsters. Go ahead.
Now, how many times do you see these people, and they supposed to live on this end? How many times do you see them?
What?
I'm saying, if they live here, you should see them, right?
Oh, I do. I know what. And I ain't gonna, people. One thing about me, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Keep it 100, man.
I see Andre more than I see Ruth, because Andre will go out there and work on his property. He'll work from the Nash County side and come across Edgecote County side and go down the other end of Washington Street and work on his property. Now he put work in his property. He's the most working hard city council on his own property than anything I know. Now Ruben, you might catch him creeping along, skipping along down to the event center and going on down there where he stay on Sycamore Street. You ain't gonna see him out in the community like he say he be doing.
Right.
I don't see you out there doing what you say you do.
So you know, are there houses that they live in, like the regular houses
What?
that most people on Edge come?
Man, Ruben got a beautiful house.
He got a beautiful house.
Man, Ruben probably got one of the nicest houses on Sycamore Street. Ruben probably stay in Now, and when they bring all the historical things back to Edgecombe, I mean, over there in that district ruling, it might be praised for 300,000, but right now it probably praised for 140,000.
Right, right. So what about your man AK? How he living?
Man, he living probably like a savage because I don't know what house he stay in. He
Yeah.
ought to see the houses. That house he got the tiny home. It's like he got one of them tiny homes he dragged back there for the meal and put it on some land.
I saw that joint. That joint, you can't even get a rod mower in that thing, man. He talking about he lived there.
He live there, man. People, whites, black, Mexican, UFOs, where you ever want to be, go on Cherry Street and ride by that house, and you tell me, do he stay there?
There's no way.
Oh, and guess what? It's on bricks. It's on bricks. And the code enforcement want to run around and work people to death. He didn't go on Cherry Street.
I saw that joint, man. When you showed me that joint, I said, wow. I mean, look, people, in all seriousness, you know that man ain't staying in that house.
Boy,
When he got that big mansion over there off of Falls Road.
what?
Huge mansion.
Man,
That joint is
he
huge.
could put about 25 people in there. It looked like a master house.
Yeah, like that little house that you showed me.
Yeah.
That house could fit in his driveway, in his garage. So you're not telling me that man that was not big money, AK,
But
biggest pimp in the city?
this is
Come on, man.
listen. This is the word on the street for Sand Rock. That's that house he got on Cherry Street. It used to, every time he go out. I mean, for election,
Right.
he put his signs and stuff in the house. That's what he used for, putting the signs and stuff in there. So when he run, he go straight to the house and get the signs and shovels and stuff out of the house. That's what it's used for. He said, it's got. Listen, I need 4 signs, Andre. The meatball on Cherry Street.
But you know what's crazy, man? Like, I don't understand. Y'all see these people, y'all know what's going on.
Oh man.
And you got to get tired of these people robbing you, man. Every month when I pay that electric bill, like all of y'all do, the people that pay their bills, and then you got some people who can't pay their bills.
Yeah, that's the
Like
sad
right
part.
now, we got somebody hitting rock up right now. Sister living in the house. The house is jacked up. The house has she moved here from Texas.
Wow.
And the way she explained it, the house is shifting. So she tried to get some done. She went to everybody. Nobody's doing nothing to help the sister. The sister turned around and her last resort was to get in touch with Rock. And the crazy thing is, she didn't call everybody. Better business, everybody. And she's getting evicted next month.
It's crazy.
Check this out. Her utility bill is $350. She has no appliances,
Wow.
no fridge, no microwave, no nothing. Come on, people, stop
And
wrong
it's
with
crazy.
that.
And you know, she reached out to somebody, and you know they sent her to the Black Action Committee. What is they gonna do? What is they gonna do? How are they gonna help them?
That ain't the action them black brothers gonna take.
How they
They
gonna
taking no
what to
action
do?
to help their sister. That's
Man,
crazy,
that
man.
sister need help. Every time you run to the NAACP,
Oh,
they get missing on you.
oh Lord, who's the
But
president?
I get tired of it.
Come on.
Oh,
I mean, just for giggles. Come on, champ. Who the president of the NAACP?
AK-47,000.
No.
Can I close my eyes and say that?
Yeah, say it with your eyes closed. That boy,
AK-47,000.
man, listen, you got all of this activity going on 2-3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. You got 2 Rocky Mount police officers that ran down on a Spanish dude,
Mm-hmm.
shot him and killed him because the state troopers had pulled over a car. The guy jumps out the car, he runs off. So he calls and tries to get help from Rocky Mount PD. They run down on the boy, shoot the boy, kill him. But this wasn't the dude. They killed the wrong dude. You hear nothing. You haven't heard a word. Where was NAACP? You got another brother. Turns around. He's a vet. Went through, got beat down by the cops, got $250,000. You didn't hear nothing about that until he got paid. What is going on with the NAACP?
The problem that we have, people in Rocky Mount, the problem what we got going on in NAACP. If you have an issue with the city or the police department or the fire department, whatever that's ran by the city, you got to understand, Andre Knight sits on the city council, he sits on the NAACP, and you in the middle got a beef with the city. So who you think Andre is favored for? His position is to protect the city of Rocky Mount, not the citizen, the city of Rocky Mount. He sits on two boards, he's manipulating the whole system. So the only thing you can tell him, the citizens of Rocky Mount, brother, you either gonna pick one of them and get off. The same thing with Ruben. Y'all got to get off them boards. Pick one. Ruben, I don't even understand why you want to be a city council. You make $160,000, bro. So if you make $18,000 over here sitting on the city of Rocky Mount, that ain't no money. Let somebody else get that position. Stop being greedy. You know what I'm saying? Let some other person can benefit in that position because you can't help us when we got an issue with the city. Just step away. You make $160,000, brother. What? You being greedy? Step away.
It is what it is.
Step away from it.
And like I was saying before, man, it makes no sense for the OIC to be connected to the entertainment center. And whenever the entertainment center make loot, they get loot.
Get loot.
There's something wrong with that.
And it definitely is because, listen, I talked to somebody about that. As a matter of fact, I talked to a couple of people, white and black. How can OIC, if the event center make $3 million, they make $300,000. If the event center lose $3 million, OIC don't lose. They get best of the both worlds.
Yeah.
10%. They get 10% of whatever they make. And how is it they got a tax credit for bringing the mammogram for council and OIC? They needed that tax credit. But I think this was the last year that they had to have them get it fixed. If they wouldn't have got it fixed this year, they might have had to pay that money back, that tax credit.
Right.
They would have been penalized for about 10 years and we wouldn't got no more tax credit in 10 years.
So they got a tax credit to set up the OIC where they could do mammograms.
Yes. Like.
And then if they didn't get it done, they would have lost money.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
I got you.
Rocky Mount, City Rock, people, you better get these guys out of the way. They just got rid of, matter of fact, it's 2 cases going on, and I don't know what's going on really, but this is the word on the street. We have a city manager that's on leave, and they said that people said, I ain't gonna say that she said, but other people said that it is toxic up there in the city of Rocky Mount. And there's 2 black women that is gone from the city. Now, would you ask yourself, you need to ask yourself, what is going on? But you know, some of you people say, Andre and Ruben had to let them go because they did this and that. No, bro, something is going on up there in that city, and it ain't right. Taxpayers need to come together, and right now we are trying to get some petitions that's going out about this light bill, about Andre Knight can get away with this $47,000, and we can't get free light bill for a whole year. We need everybody to come together. You can hit me on my phone, 252-883-7706. Because I'm trying to get this petition going on in the city of Rocky Mount about this light bill.
Yep.
Because it ain't fair that you can write his lights off and everybody else got to pay.
It's him. It's
some more people.
They got the friends and family.
Yeah, and I want
to. We ain't friends or family.
And he said he got receipts. I want to see them receipts. I want to see them damn receipts.
Yeah, I want to see them too.
He can talk that Big Daddy Willie stuff, but you can't fool people that's living in poverty in the hood that you got the receipt. We need to see them. Come on the block. We'll meet you where you at. Bring them receipts.
Yeah.
Now if you for us, get them receipts, brother.
But how you gonna have the receipts? He don't want to have no receipts,
man.
He
ain't got no.
He ain't gonna show them to us because we black. He might show them to the white man. I never met a guy like that before in my life, man.
He have no platform.
You sit there and you blame everything on the white man when it's a 4 black person majority in City Hall. And your entire focus is on downtown where you got most of your buildings.
Listen, brother. And you absolutely right, brother. You absolutely. But let me tell you about this election again, brother. Young people that can think on your own. that when you go up there, I'm nonpartisan. I ain't no Republican, ain't no Democrat. But when you can go on your own and say, let me get a ballot, and then you got these young, they even teaching young people, oh, you need to vote Democrat. Well, I need to vote Democrat. Everybody on that ticket I don't like. So I need to vote how I want to vote that for the better to better change this community. But the thing what I'm trying to tell people, when I seen stuff, the last time that I helped my man TP and Sandy Robinson, we give people ballots, and when they go in there, the other people in there was taking their numbers and stuff, saying, "No, you need to vote for this people." That is totally wrong. What you do, you ain't supposed to say nothing. We had that going on to one of our brothers that hurt the election like that. But I'm gonna tell you this time, we're gonna have recorders. We're gonna send our people in there on the record. So you tell that stuff this time, you can get penalized. I don't care you're 80, 70, 60. You need to go to jail trying to persuade somebody to vote for somebody else. Once somebody got a ballot, leave them alone. They don't need to you persuade because they got their own mind. That's what I'm trying to say, man. And this stuff got to stop, man. Let these people think on their own. Let them think on their own, people.
Now the other thing, people right now, it's to the point where we're doing a lot of talking.
Yes.
And it's time to put words to action.
That's right.
We're going to come up with ballots, and we're going to go in different sections of the city on different days for you to come and sign these ballots. And what the ballot is for, the light bills, we need Beth Woods again to get into that light bill situation. Because there is no way in the world 80% of your household income should be your light bill. Mm-hmm. The other one is what's the councilman's name again? Dan?
Lyle Dorcher.
Sorry about that, Lyle Dorcher. But he's the one that put on the floor to have the grants audited and the city contract. We're going to come around, and the three things that we're going to have on those about man, I don't know why I get tongue-tied. Well, what we wanted y'all to sign up for is going to be three things. One is for the light bill. The other one is going to be for the petition. My bad. The petition. Well, the petition. Right. Petition. Okay, the petition that we're going to be going around in the neighborhoods are going to be for the light bill, because there's no way in the world you should be paying 80% of your household income should go to your light bill. Your light bill, those grants, we need to find out where them grants are going, if any of the council members are getting them, if any of their family members are getting them. Because they should be going to the community that elected them in office, which ain't happening. The third one is going to be for those city contracts. We got to find out if the same people are getting those city contracts, if people are getting kickbacks off of them city contracts, because for the life of me, I don't understand why AK would make an issue when that was brought to the floor. He had a big to-do. He was highly upset that they even wanted to audit him. That should be, because number one, that's not their money. That's our money.
That's right.
That's our money. They ain't their personal cash cow. Just like they taking a vacation on us, a luxurious vacation in the mountains. Some of y'all enjoy that vacation. Because when this election rolls around, I promise you, if not 1, 2, 3, or 4 of y'all are going to be out of office. So enjoy that joint. Drink some liquor on me, have fun, get back, throw your feet up.
Eat some oysters and all. Some caviar. Caviar and all that.
Eat regular food.
Because it'll be your last meal.
It'll be like the Last Supper, baby. And Jesus ain't at the table with you.
Yeah, but and another thing, I want to get this out right quick. Lincoln Park is a historical district. It's in Andre Knight Ward. B.B. King, Martin Luther King came there, stayed at the motel because back then in the day it was a race issue, whites and black. Right. We understand that. See, we got over that. We understand that was going on back then. But what I don't understand, why is y'all not helping Mr. Archie Pope, Katie Pope's son, was the first black police lady in Rocky Mount. She had owned that property, except the
They just did an
restaurant.
article with
Yeah,
her
yeah, just did an article on.
last
She
month.
she don't own the restaurant. Mr. Mercer owned it, his kids do, but she owned the motel that BB King and Martin Luther King came there. But he's not putting nothing in the Lincoln Park historical district because that historical district was for teachers, lawyers, and doctors. Them houses down there.
Middle class people.
The ratio plan has something to do with that area, like the Martin Luther King Park and all that stuff. That's in the historical district, man. And he know this. He should be going to Archie Pope like, yo, we need to fix this up. Because guess what? If you open that restaurant, I'm not going over here to NASCAR. I'm going to get me some turkey barbecue. I'm going to support that history and that district. I think everybody here is there going to support that. But you don't do nothing but think about yourself. Get the money downtown. We need to build a black Wall Street down there. Nah, bro. You need to take care of Lincoln Park, the whole district, historical district.
Right now, next to that hotel where you told me BB King stayed, Martin Luther King stayed, is a barbecue spot. You
Yeah,
said
the
that
restaurant.
barbecue spot.
Yeah.
The building is an abandonment, it's dilapidated, it's falling apart. And you trying to tell me that all of that is historical?
It's historic. Got the historical sign out there.
Wow.
And these black people talking about Andre not doing a good job. Man, he ain't doing nothing.
See?
Well, if you ask any black person that calls on Brunson Williams show and ask them about that, I want to see how many black people say, oh, he's doing a good job over there in that district. But at the end of the day, he ain't doing no good job, man. That place is historical. It need to be preserved for our kids, our kids to come and everything. Y'all just take away all the history. And another thing, that church downtown that's sitting on the event center, Mr. Knight, I just found out. God revealed this to me. You take that church and you put it in Unity Cemetery. Cut the trees down there and you make it historical. It's in a historical cemetery and it's a historical church. And you can give back to the community. That's a great plan. You need to think about that. But you just think about it. It's a good plan.
You really think he gonna give back to the black community?
And that's what this church need to be at. That's what the church need to be.
You got jokes, man. We already know that.
I forgot. I forgot. It's only one color.
His money is
and
his
that's
money.
Green.
And
that's
our
green.
money is his money.
Yeah, that's green.
That was the biggest pimp in the city. He ain't giving nothing to the black community.
He ain't.
He the head of the NAACP, but he ain't doing nothing for that historical black monument over there.
Yeah,
he ain't doing nothing for him.
He ain't.
He went and got that church right there. He ain't doing nothing for the black people with that church or nothing. I don't even put it out there.
Well,
like
guess
that.
what?
But
I am sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I don't blame
you. That's where I am.
I'm tired too.
Bro, one thing, you
every
know,
month when I see that
one thing I got to say, people, we are only one race, and that's the human race. We need to stand together to fight the big machine, and that's the city. And we need to come together and take care of this light bill and everything. So at the end of the day, we got to go. That's his word on the street from Sam Rock and whoa,
Greg B.
Peace.
My man 50 grand.
Okay, people. Before I go, Terry Ruffin, this is his clothing line about felonies. Get caught with a gun, you can get 15 years. So I'm going to be wearing a lot of his stuff on my show. But at the end of the day, do you smell what the Rock is cooking?